guys, a big welcome back to MLB 17, the show here on the channel. The Blue Jays play early today, so do I. That is my motto for today. The Blue Jays franchise mode getting done early so as I can watch the Blue Jays game today. Anyways, we've got Devin Travis, Josh Donaldson, who's killing it, Troy Tulowitzki, Kendrys Morales, who's having a not bad time, Jose Bautista, and then you've got Russell Martin, Dalton Pompey, who's starting to come around after a slow start, Steve Pearce, and then you've also got Kevin Pillar. Our bench is, as you know, pretty decent, salty, 60 at-bats, 3 home runs, a 300 average. I'm not complaining. Our pitching rotation is where things are really struggling, and that's fine. We have moved up a big-time prospect right here, right now. Johnny Thayer, a closing pitcher, 21 years old, up to a 72 overall. He wishes he was making more money, but other than that, he can't really complain. He is now our middle relief guy after we moved down Brett Hickman. Hickman, of course, 72 in the majors, 73 in the minors. And we've moved around the bullpen a little bit. Tom Chu, who's a 26-year-old B potential, is down there in AAA closing duties. And we have brought up Bruce McGregor, who we signed out of the free agent pool in between last episode and this episode. 18 years old, 65 overall, A potential. Just an insane prospect that we picked up, and we're very lucky. Pablo Fernandez, the other notable move down there in AA. As you see, he had 1 game, 8 innings pitched, and a 104 average, so that's not too bad for us. We're going to get into some critical situations here ahead of the All-Star game, ahead of the, ahead of the Home Run Derby. Sorry guys, rough day. We're going to go through the series with Boston here, see if we get into a critical situation. Aaron Loop has been injured. We'll keep him active for a few days. That's a big victory over top of Boston. This is what else I need to show you. We are trying to keep pace with the Baltimore Orioles. We're 42-39. The Orioles are 47-34. But the other side too is we are in a wild card race, and we really need to get there. We cannot have a year where we miss the playoffs. And that's the big thing. We got to go and make the playoffs. So against New York, Joe Smith on the mound, 2-2 game, tied game, but Sanchez can end it in a walk-off. Time to clamp down. Joe Smith has pitched 1 inning so far. This is where I want to get into. Of course, we have a lot fewer games to really get into games comparative to normal episodes, but what I want to do is I want to get in some pitching, some hitting, some everything in this game is the perfect mix of that. You see the Blue Jays, we're starting to come around. Really, Troy Tulowitzki, the best player for us in the past couple of games, and we're going to get the sinker of Joe Smith going early. That one almost right exactly where we wanted it. We wanted it in the zone though, and that's the perfect one right there. That's exactly. And Joe Smith coming around high and deep into, that's down for a base hit. Oh man, that was a bad spot for that slider. Okay, so we've got a man at first, almost a man who could have come in and gotten us into a lot more trouble, but that's fine by me as we're going to get that sinker across Joe Smith. How much energy are we working with? We're working with quite a bit of energy, so we're fine, realistically, hopefully. As we're starting to miss location on the sinker, we just need to hammer down, get it in, and there's the ground ball double play on the sinker that you normally get when you use the sinker, and that's perfect. That one gets us out of the inning. Is that Josh Donaldson over there at first base? I think that's who I saw at first base. Not sure what's going on here with the Blue Jays in this episode, as we're going to go check that when we get up to bat. So now four-seamer will ride it high and hope for the best. Missed brutally. It must be the rain. That's what I'm blaming. That one fouled off by, who's the batter? The batter is Greg Bird, so of course someone we have to be wary of. And instead we get him on the sinker to strike out. That is the 3rd strikeout for Joe Smith in the game. Now we get a chance to come in. Tommy Lane, the left-hander, 0-1, 393 average, 292 and 289 averages, and only 28 strikeouts. Austin Romine into the game. So interesting enough that we may have the potential to get a couple of guys exposed on them. And oh man, You see that hit? You see that hit? That's why you don't trade Jose Bautista. Man, that was vicious. Let's maybe watch a replay on this. I'm not a big fan of watching replays, but wow, that was some kind of hit right there. Yeah, John Gibbons is a little bit impressed by that one. Solo homer, 11th home run of the season for Jose Bautista. So he had 9 last time we checked, so he's had a homer. Boom! Boom! Just gone into the night sky in that rain as high as the Yankee letters. And Jose Bautista kind of gives us the big time lead. Now it's up to Troy Tulowitzki, who, yeah, if we're going to be contact swing or power swinging, we're power swinging. And that's going to be a double. Oh man, you calling that foul? That was a close one. That was slicing all the way, just a little bit out in front of it. And how about a single up the middle by Tulo? Let's have a good hit parade here. Love a little bit of hit around on Tommy Lane, who's now surrendered 2 hits on back-to-back pitches, pretty much. Kendrys Morales coming up. This lineup deadly with Morales down the middle. And we're going to get Tulo hopefully into a good spot here. And that one's up the middle past the diving second baseman Starlin Castro. And we've got 3 straight hits here. Morales, Tulo, and go back to that home run by Mr. Jose Bautista. It comes up to Jared Saltalamacchia now, who is facing Lane. I'm going to foul that one off just because I was not looking there. Maybe I should have been looking up high for a fastball, but that's fine by me. We'll look low and keep crushing this low stuff from Tommy Lane. And that one's going to be out past his outstretched arm. And we're going to send home Troy Tulowitzki. Tulo will score, and that's a 2-run lead. You better believe it. And now Josh Donaldson comes up to the dish. Josh Donaldson playing at third base, I believe, I hope. And that curveball gets us going. So, okay. Curveball gets us going. We've had 4 straight hits so far. And this is just getting out of hand for the New York Yankees. This one's going to be lofted into the first baseman's glove. Kind of a weak hit. Didn't mean to hit it there. That's fine. Darwin Barney coming up to the dish now. What is the Blue Jays order looking like? I don't know why Donaldson's at first base. And he's hitting down that low. What a weird kind of lineup pre-All-Star break here. And this one's going to be hit by Barney into right field. A weak little tapper. And that'll be another out, but hey, I'm fine by it. That's fine by me as we're getting a good little go around here. And I think Ezekiel Carrera will come up to the dish and maybe slice something the other way. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know, inside though, we're not hitting that. That's just brutal. Sorry guys, just checking the time on the episode here. And Ezekiel Carrera coming up to the dish. He's got a chance to pot an RBI, and instead Tommy Lane's going to bush him inside. 2-all the count with 2-0. And Tommy Lane really struggling here to get anything done, and it'll be on Roberto Osuna, I hope. I maybe should warm him up here on this next pitch. Except Zeke Carrera is going to take that into the gap. Will it be down for a home run? No, it won't be. It'll be up and over the wall for an, well, ground rule double. And now you turn over the lineup to Devin Travis, who they're going to walk. So, okay, the New York Yankees really losing their focus here. Tommy Lane, not what they were hoping for at all. And you see now bases loaded for Kevin friggin' Pillar, and Kevin Pillar is going to rake something, I think. That one inside. Maybe we need to warm up Roberto Osuna. Bullpen. Roberto Osuna, warm him up. You see, we don't have many options left in the bullpen. Johnny Thayer's already been used in this game, so. And that is Kevin Pillar going deep into right field. But it'll drift down in the rain, and that will end the game, hopefully, as Roberto Osuna will come in. We'll give him one more batter to warm up, and Joe Smith will just try to work one more strikeout here to go 4 2/3. Give Joe Smith some work. Might as well not overload Roberto Osuna. There's a quick out, and Josh Donaldson makes the play at first base. So now you've got Didi Gregorius coming up to the dish, and we will get Roberto Osuna in. He's 0-3, 21 saves on the year. So he's had a good season so far, and he's going to have a better season come the end of the year when he hopefully secures 40 saves post All-Star break. Hoping will remain to be seen, of course. It's Roberto Osuna, that's a slurve, and look at that turn. Osuna, oh man, he wanted that slurve past that bat. Change up in the dirt, almost had it there, had the Gregorius swung. But this one going to be lofted to the shortstop Tulo, over to Donaldson. And Donaldson steps on the bag for out number 2. And now it comes up to Matt Holliday, who is now playing for the New York Yankees. We'll get the first strike across, and that's perfect. The more strikes we get across with Osuna, the better off we are. That one, a fastball fouled off, and now we're going to strike out Holliday right here on the slurve. I tried to call it. Didn't work. Let's go to the changeup here. That one outside on a bad pitch. Osuna almost injures himself on a pitch like that. And we're going to drop the changeup. Nothing doing. And rally caps were on there in the top half of the 10th. And how about this? Now a big time battle from Matt Holliday. Maybe we need to go to the slurve down low. See, he's not going after it. Now that should load the count. Nope. 2-2 the count now. And there, he fouls it off again. Guys, this is not looking good. As Matt Holliday just making Roberto Osuna work. Can't seem to finish him off. And I'd like to bury him here with the slurve. He's not biting on it. I'm just going to go back to the changeup here. And this one's going to be out of play. Yeah, nothing doing. So let's go back to the changeup and hope for a better result. That will be a ground ball, and that will get us out of the game. A big time out in the 10th inning to get us a critical situation win. Not every day I've had a critical situation like that. But we have one good enough. Zeke Carrera, the player of the game. Jose Bautista, Devin Travis, and Russell Martin, really the other notable players for the Blue Jays in this one. Not the highlights, we want the game recap. You see everybody had a hit except for Pompey, Smoke, and Donaldson. So Donaldson had to come in and pinch hit for Smoke. So maybe that's why Donaldson was at first base. That makes more sense. Martin in the 8th, and then you've got Travis, Carrera, Bautista, all getting the extra base hits. Stroman had a 5-inning performance, not bad, 2 earned runs. Thayer had an inning clean, Howell had an inning clean, and then Joe Smith had 2 1/3 innings clean to give Roberto Osuna the save. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If not, leave a like, and I will catch you guys for the Home Run Derby in the next episode.